Hello, hello. So, question that's being asked: what is the second legendary that you run? If you can run the Convoke legendary as Night Fae, you have one other legendary. I had some thinking about this, and I think I found the solution. So obviously, dual legendaries don't have a correct profile set up. This is without the unholy set bonus, set to 53 level. So we just have one legendary doing about 10.2k DPS. Sounds about right. Feral is one of the better single target classes. This with Moonkin Weaving. So my thoughts are the best natural legendary you can have is the 40% extra dot damage from Rip and Rake. And this synergizes as well because you're going to have extra mastery from casting Convoke every minute. Some of the other options are, of course, the more popular ones. You have Kedai Curio. This one, I think you could probably bump up another 100 DPS if you optimize the Convoke energy usage properly, because you know you're going to be empty. So you know you're going to be completely full at the end of it. This one just leads, if you compare the two profiles, you get more energy, cast more bites, cast more shreds. So here, look, 39, 46, 47, 50. Everything else with the profile very similar. Other one that's popular is Ferocious Bite procs for Reptics. So again, you're looking at 50% Ferocious Bite damage. And you have reduced number of rips cast. So both of these, you cast enough Ferocious Bites that you only cast it twice every 5 minutes. So the original sim, if you look here, you cast it 3 times. With the Kedai Curio, you're casting it twice, just to be expected. You cast it twice when you have the extra Ferocious Bite rocks. And then we move on to the natural legendary, which is for single target, which I think is the extra single target Moonfire, Rake, Rip damage. This is buffed a little bit by Moonfire and Sunfire Weaving, of course. This profile though, instead of having 50% bite, you have about 43% bite. Rip and Rake are definitely, this is about 25% of the breakdown as compared to the original one, which is about 21%. So mathematically, all seems very good. But then I thought outside the box a little bit, and I actually think so. When people ask what is the legendary that provides you the most DPS, and we could, I'll probably open it this one. Right. Blood Mallet. So if you look at legendaries on Blood Mallet, naturally you have Celestial Spirits at the top draft. Kindred Affinity, if you think about it, you give 8%, excluding Kyrian, you give 8% stats to yourself and someone else, completely passively. For some reason, this thinks it's only 6%. It's probably 67% per player. So it's actually 114% up here. So it's actually better than Celestial Spirits. But of course, Kyrian is just worse, straight worse than Night Fae after factoring Soul Bites. So what's the new rule in Legendary? So the new rule is that you can equip your Covenant-specific Legendary and one other Legendary. So the Covenant-specific Legendary for Night Fae would be the Pants. But you could equip another Legendary, and that Legendary would be the Kindred Affinity Legendary. So what's Kindred Affinity do? It provides you 8% stats. So you can actually cast Kindred Affinity on somebody else with the Legendary equipped, and then you can change Covenant. So you change from Kyrian to Night Fae, and then while you still have that neck equipped, swap your pants out, and you get Kyrian Affinity Legendary plus pants. So what is the buff? It would be 8% first to 2 players. And doing some quick math, it's 40 versatility per point. So 40 times 16, it's about 800 or something. And then you have to add back the stats you naturally have on a 262 neck, which is about 274, I think it was. I did this in Excel before. So you add all that together. So if you are able to do some shenanigans where you have 8% verse on yourself and another player, and then you switch to, you have to have the legendary equipped though, the Kindred Affinity one. You can't take it off. You both get 8% stats, and then you also have this pair of pants. And if you look here, just like, let me see if I get back on this one a couple of times. 8% damage on this profile is about 800 DPS. So it's actually already better. The solo buff is better than these two other legendaries, and it's marginally behind a pure single target legendary. And then on top of that, you have extra DPS going to another player. So I think the best combo, if this works, and it obviously doesn't get reset by zoning into raid instances, etc., is you have the Kyrian buff for an hour, you put it on somebody, then you change back, equip the Night Fae pants, and those are your two legendaries. And that's all, folks. That's my video.